Okie dokie. So I just wanted to say hi. And I have a work meeting at 10 o'clock. So it's going to be fun being, if I choose to be on video, with my owl. So one of my old friends requested that I do an owl painting today, or an owl face painting today. So I figured, why not? And then because I don't normally wear contacts and these are one a day, later today I might be doing another one as well. So let me turn off all notifications. There we go. So anywho, I'm going to be doing an owl, and I'm super excited about it. It's going to be teal and purple with gold, and so I'm really excited for that. So let's get started. Again, if you guys have any questions about anything, just ask. And let me turn off all vibrations and everything. Silent completely. All right. So, let's get started on our owl today. And if you guys have any questions, you can put it in the thing, put it in the Dropbox, or just comment, and I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to start off with the purple. I'm going to use one of my big fat brushes. This one is a number 10. You can just use any brush you want. I like this because it's bigger, it covers more surface space. Before I got started today, I did moisturize because, adults, unlike children, we tend to have more aged skin and or exposed to the elements, and so our skin is very dry. And so I tend to add moisturizer, so that way the face paint comes off easily. And all the face paint I use is water activated, so all it takes is soap and water to come off. All right, so let's get started with this one. All right, so we're going to go from the nose right here, and we're going to pull up. Pretty basic, and we're going to go out like that. All right, now I'm going to tuck my bangs back because I don't want purple bangs. Oh, I mean, who doesn't want purple bangs? But, all right. And these are going to be our ears. So we're just going to make them in sharp points. And try to get them as even as possible. Essentially drawing like a whale tail on your forehead. And you just connect it in the center like that. And then add a little forehead to your forehead, and fill up anywhere where you see the purple is a little lacking. Oh, hey, Mama Jennifer Rainey is watching me. All right, so my paint is a little dry, so I'm going to go back and wet it a little bit more. I'm just going to touch up. This is the paint palette I'm using. It's light purple and dark purple. I don't get very many requests for purple. I get rainbows and I get other things, but not so much purple. And so to make it more cost effective, I went and ordered a 2-for-1 because I like purple. All right, there we go. So we kind of look like a, I'm not going to say what that looks like. So we're going to go on and we're going to add the teal. So I always clean off my brushes. I'm going to stick with this brush because I feel like it works best for what I want to do today. This is the teal that I'm using, if I can get it spun around. So you make sure your brush is nice and wet, and you do swirls. You want to do swirls, you want to go in a circular motion, because if you go back and forth like this, that works too, but sometimes you can bend your bristles, and then that means you got to get a new brush later on, or you got to trim your brush, and that's never fun. All right, so I believe it's loaded, so we're going to find an empty spot on my arm. Right here works. There, see, it covers up my henna tattoo, so you know that it's thick enough that it'll work on my face. All right, so now we're going to make We're going to go right here above the eyebrow, and we're going to pull down. And then we're going to go up here underneath where we did the ear, and we're going to make it look like feathers. So you take your pointed end and you push down and you pull forward. And I don't know if you can see clearly, but we'll go back with a definite and do feather lines, more detailing later on. So we did this, and we're going to connect it to right here. So we're going to come here, and we're going to be coming up and around like a big old owl eye. I love these colors. I would say they make me feel like a kid, but I'm a grown kid. Kid at heart. I think all adults are kids at heart. It's important to be that. Okay, so now we're going to do the same to the other side. So I'm going to try not to block the camera and try not to get my hair blue, even though I already did that once this summer. So it's okay. My ears are if you look, my ears are a little bit more rounded than this side. And if you want rounded ears, you can just make the little feathers on this side a little fatter as well, or fluffier, whatever term you prefer to use. I'm okay with fat when it comes to face painting. But we're going to come down, and so that way you have a nice giant blue eyebrow. We're going to connect to the center, come down, follow your eye socket and your cheekbone, and bring it right on up. So there we go. This one is a little bit fatter, but we're going to do a purple inline, so it doesn't matter the sizing right now. That being said, let me get my inspiration back up. There we go. All right, so I'm going to fill in. I want a little bit more blue on my eyebrows because I feel it looks silly with big brown eyebrows. And we're just going to be filling. So I don't know what you guys are doing later today, but because I don't want to waste my one-a-day contacts, I'm going to be doing another face painting. Another one of my friends requested I do a Hello Kitty or like a cat. And so that seems fun and easy, and I can totally do it. So I don't see why not. All right, now I'm going to take one of my slightly smaller brushes. This is the number 6. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to go back in with the purple. And I'm going to inline the purple. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do the dark purple again. This one's a pretty simple one. Your kids, they may be patient to do it, and you may have to modify it accordingly depending on what their patience level is. But I find that kids, if they know that they're going to get if they know what the outcome is going to be, they're excited about it. All right, so here is your inline. You just follow the line you already started. There we go. So, rah, 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 rah. Now, if you want to be that person and go the extra mile, which I will be, I'm going to be doing a white inlay as soon as my purple is dry. To outline the eyeball. And I put on a little bit of eye makeup today, so that way it looks like I have some makeup on, which I typically don't, especially since we're all homebound. So I'm going to do what I did here and just following the eye socket. Now I notice that this one is going straight across, so I'm going to make them as even as possible. So I'm going to, there we go. See? Even now. Rah, rah. Okay, and we're going to come around and we're going to go down. And we're going to go up. And we're going to come down. It's just a series of whatever you need. So, my eyes are a little lopsided. Like I said, kids don't really care. As long as they get the awesome results in the end. So I'm going to let this dry a little bit and clean off my brush, make sure that it's nice and clean. I'm going to add some gold to this. I want a gold beak. So that's what I'm doing right now is I'm going to take my pearly gold and I'm going to take the brush I just cleaned. Now the gold, I find that the metallic-y colors, they tend to become very difficult to work with unless you like have to load it up, make sure it's wet, but you don't want it too wet, because then if it's too wet, then it's just going to be see-through, and you don't want see-through. So I'm adding more water to my brush, and I'm just swirling to get as much as possible. And now that's fully loaded, I want to test it out on here. So we're going to test it out right here. Go over the blue. I'm sorry, you didn't see that. Go over the blue. See, it's nice and pretty, and it's a little opaque, but I mean, all metallics are going to be a little opaque. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the nose, on the nose, or the beak, yeah. And we're coming down. It's difficult to see unless you're like in sunlight. I can try to change my lighting, but I'm afraid if I do, it'll be messed up forever. All right, so my nose is gold. And we're gonna outline it. So as soon as that's done, now that's pretty much it. No, it's not. I'm gonna go back with the bigger with the same brush I just used. I'm very fond of this 6 brush. If you can use the same brush over and over again, you want to. So I made sure it's nice and clean. Yay! And I'm gonna go back and I'm going to get white. I'm going to do some under the eye and around feathers. So I'm just going to take my white. I know my white is sad and pathetic looking, but it does its job very well. And I have multiple new tubs because I always forget. I'm like, oh, I need new white. And so I have Ricky, my boyfriend, he goes on and he orders me some more off of Amazon. I'm very lucky to have that. So we're going to take our white, we're going to test it on our blue. Let's see if you can see it this time. And we're going to test it right on that in gold. You see, it covered it really nicely, and that's what we want. So make sure your brush is nice and loaded. And I'm going to get all up in your face real quick. All right, we're going to go in the inside corner, and we're going to draw a little triangle. Like that. All right. And then we're going to do another triangle. And we're going to fill it in later, but I want you guys to get what it is I'm doing. I did a Harry Potter birthday party, and the birthday girl, all she wanted was owls, like Hedwig. All right, so we're doing that. Just a series of bending your brush back and forth with a zigzag pattern, and then you can fill it in. Yeah, so I had to learn how to do an owl, which I never thought I would have to do, but I thought it was pretty cool that she wanted owls instead of like unicorns, which nothing wrong with unicorns. I can get behind unicorns all day long. They're one of the main ones I do. But it's always nice to do something different. So I reloaded my brush a little bit because paint dries. And now we're going in to try to finish up this side. And I'm going to get some more. My brush isn't necessarily not loaded, but I like to add some water to it to reactivate the paint that's in it that is like thinking about drawing. Because I like it when my brush glides on the skin and not snags. If it snags, then you can hiccup and it can cause problems. So here's one eye done. Now I want to show you something real quick before we get started on the other eye. You can just little, and it adds like to a feathery effect. And that's where the ear is. All right, so like I said, I'm going to reload with some more water and some more white. I'm going to tackle the other side. But it's very fun. It's not a technical, it's not your basic brown and white or black owl. It's a fun bohemian owl, which I am all for. I'm trying to stay as parallel as possible, but I don't know about any of you. That's darn near impossible for me. And like I said, kids, all they see is the final result. They see color. They see a pretty picture on their face. I'm going to stop talking because I keep bumping. I'm just a bumping. Na na na. Na na na. Okay, and one more big guy up here. I go down. There we go. Now I just fill in. I looked on Amazon last night for face paint starter kits for you and your kids at home, or grandbabies, or nieces and nephews like me. Starter kits are around $10. And all you need if you're at home and you're just doing this recreationally with your loved ones is just a friendly starter kit. Mine's a little bit more advanced, but then again, I had a little business going. Need some more water. And I'm going to fix this part of my nose. I like the Bob Ross approach. And sorry if y'all can see at my nose. I didn't trim my nose hairs. Never do. I don't see the point. No one typically ever looks up there. Anyone who's really paying attention to what I'm saying. Alright, now that both eyes are done, la la la, we're going to go in and do the little bit of feathering right here. We're going to start with our point. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see. And we're just going to bring it in. Make it look a little bit feathery. Okay, there's that. Now I want to go around with the white around the eyeball now that the purple around the eye is dry. I'm just going to reload, same brush. Alright. And we're going to come in here and we're just going to follow the purple line now. Owls have big, cute eyes. Sometimes they're like the Exorcist and can move their heads back and forth. Who knows? Alright. And we're going to bring it up. We're going to follow the purple. And just bring it on up. And I got a little bit of purple mixed with the white right here. It's okay, you can just dab. Try to cover it with the wetter part of your paintbrush. There. Yep, and you can do it to the other side. So this gives a big old eye effect. I will, because I did this video and I'm already ready, I might just go into my work meeting like this. Because normally we can turn off our cameras. Though Mama Jen, who's still watching, that'll be fun. Right, and you just follow your eyebrow line, follow the white, follow the purple. And you can fill it in too, if you want. You can go like this and you can fill it in just to the eye line. Depending on how brave you want to feel that day, this day or the day you're doing it. Kids don't typically like it. Actually, I got a lot of requests. So when I first started face painting, I was really scared to get close to the kid's eye because I wasn't sure how this would react to them. So I practiced a few times on me to make sure I didn't have any allergic reactions. And I didn't. And then I tried on my nieces and nephews because they're the next things to rabbits you can try on, right? Because you don't want to do animal testing. That's not fair. Children testing, that's completely fine if they're related to you. I'm joking, completely joking for anyone who might take me seriously. So anyways, I'm going to try to fill this in with the purple and the white. And then now I'm just going to go in and I'm going to fill in as close to the eye as possible. Typically when I do the eye ones, or I avoided them, the kids are like, I'm a superhero, I need to have my mask go all the way around for my eye. And like I said, I was scared at first, but I built up confidence and I knew that the products I was using was really good. And the kids didn't have any reactions to it, and I didn't have any reactions to it, so I figured, what's the harm? And still to this day, I'll do it. But for this owl, because I'm wearing some eye makeup, I want to continue to wear that eye makeup. So I'm just going to go around my eye the best I can. Here we go. All right. I was thinking, because Halloween's coming around the corner, that I might try to do some lions or tigers and other beasts that kids might like to be for Halloween. Oh, no, I went over the makeup. Okay, we're committing now. We're just gonna commit. There's no point in not committing, since I'm already here and it's just really me sitting alone in the living room in a house. There, ta-da. Now I look a little creepy, but it's just you watching me. Okay, so we're gonna outline our ear with the white. So we're gonna go like this, and we're going to go like that. So you're trying to draw it in the center, move my bangs, like this, and we're going to go up and out, like that. If you want, you can add some triangles or little dots. I will, like I do most of my face paintings, I will end with glitter and all that fun stuff. And I want to add some dimension to my beak, so I'm going to add a little like white curve, like that. Okay, now the fun part where we're going to go in with a black detail. So I'm going to take one of my smallest brushes, this guy. And I use it so much I rubbed off the number that it is, but use whatever small brush you have available. You know, I'm very use what you got. I always love that in cooking shows. They go, oh, use whatever's in your pantry. And they go, yeah, like I have some random dried mushrooms. I'm like, that's not in my pantry. But I have canned mushrooms. No. Okay, that was a bad joke, but I'm okay with it. Gotta stick to your guns. So I load up my black with my nice melted black paint. All right. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to start outlining these guys right here. And we're going to go down and up and down and down. And if you want, you can add like just some elongated ends, add some extra look. So it just adds extra shapes. Like I said, kids don't really care as long as the outcome is similar to what they really, really like. So I'm going to reload my black brush because it got a little dry. And we're going to go here for the center of the nose. All right, so the bridge of the nose. We're going to go across right here above the beak. And then we're going to go in from here, from our eyebrow, right where the beginning of this started. And we're going to bring it down the bridge of our nose. Like that. It'd be a lot easier with a thicker brush, but I like to torment myself and challenge myself, but we'll see. Okay, so we're going to go here, and we're going to do the same to the other side. Like that. All right, now we have a square bridge. While we're at it, I'm just going to do our beak. So I'm going to go down and make a sharp point at the bridge of our nose, at the beak of our nose. Get some more black loaded on my brush. And then we're going to start on the other side, and we're going to grab, and we're going to go around, and we're going to try hooking it like that. See? And then we're going to do a couple, a black dot. A bolder black dot, like that. All right, starting to come together, slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley. Just kidding. That's for older people. Older soul. All right, you outline the eyebrow. Well, the eyebrow of their owly guy. But like I said, so with Halloween coming around, I might do a fun one and then a scary one. So I might be doing 2 a day. It depends on if we're going back to work. Now I'm going to finish this outline on this side because I forgot about it. We're getting there, slowly but surely, guys. Let's see. But yeah, so if I don't go back to work next week, I might go to Nevada and check on my grandma and my niece and nephews. Let's see. And I started with the long hook on this side, so I'll try to keep that going like that. Long line, not long hook. I mean, whatever you want to call it. There's a million names for everything. Okay, so I'm going to go here, I'm going to do a long hook, that, and then again with this guy, and then like that. All right, now we just need to finish up the outlining on the eyebrow, and then I'm going to outline right here. But we're going to, if I can grab my hair. It's always good that when you are face painting little kids, always bring extra bobby pins. Because you never know if you have some stranglers. I normally take my spray bottle and I wet their hair and I push it where I need it to go. All right. Now I'm going to reapply my black with again, and we're going to do the outlining around right here to signify where the eye is and the supporting feathers. Talking while doing this, I'm finding is way more difficult if you're doing it on yourself. And we're going to just bring the outline all the way up to the ear. And if you want, you can go whoosh, 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 whoosh. You know, add a couple whoosh whooshes. Sound effects are always fun. Kids sometimes appreciate it. And then from here, we're going to start from the center of the eyebrow and just add some definition to our little feathers that we made earlier with the white. I try to leave the outlining for last. Every now and then I forget. And I do it in the middle. But when you're doing it yourself, you notice these things. When you're doing it on a kid, you're like, oops, I forgot. Okay, while I still be sitting here, let's do this. All right, and we're going to bring that all the way up to the ear. Okay, pretty symmetrical-ish. All right. And that's one thing I love about bangs is that they hide all the imperfections on one side to another. Okay, we're gonna load up with the black because we want it nice and black. And we're gonna go big and get littler as we go over. Okay, and then I want to add a little bit of a black line right here. And we're going to add what now looks like a unibrow, but it's okay. All right, now you can add little eyelashes if you like. I'm not a makeup expert, but clown makeup maybe. See, it just adds an extra flick of the, just makes it look girly. You don't have to if it's a boy owl, or if a boy wants it, why not? I once had a kid ask me for the Fox 20th century logo. And I'm like, that's not weird at all. And I was very happy to accommodate him. Okay, so here is our owl. Now, like I said, I like to top off all of my face paints with glitter. So because it's water activated, I'm going to take my water and I'm going to spray. So hold on. Mister, I have my purple poofy glitter that I'm going to use. And I'm just going to spray. Make sure that's all glittered up. All right, now I'm all glittered up. All right, what do you guys think of my owl? Okay, well, I have to eat some breakfast and then I'm going to go into my work meeting like this. So this is going to be fun. All right, thank you guys for watching or watching later when you have time. I know that everyone has different schedules, so thank you very much. And I hope you guys are all staying safe and have fun with your kids. All right, have a great day. Bye.